All right, let's go. I was looking for these yesterday, man, because I think they do them every Thursday, but they were not. I couldn't find it, so it's here now though. So let's read it. Hey Slayers, Casey here. This week's beta patch brings two major changes to how scoring works for the daily leaderboards. First and foremost, the leaderboards will not only show your friends' scores. We'll add a way to view global scores later. In general, we don't really want to incorporate invasive anti-cheat protection into the game, and so it's sort of impossible for us to prevent people from putting in the maximum score. Secondly, no magic numbers while there's still points accrued for unlocking new cards and such. The score that's sent to the leaderboards and how it's sorted is based on whether you won, how many badges you accrued, and how quickly you finished the run in that order. This should clarify why you did better on a daily run compared to your friends. Okay, that's cool. The friends are the only things I care. I don't care about global stuff, to be honest, so makes sense. Because the schema has changed, leaderboards between main branch and beta branch will be separate going forward. We'll eventually add more features like sorting and whatnot. But in the meantime, do let us know what you think of these changes. Apologies in advance for any bugs. Let's take a look at the rest. Let's take a look at the rest of the updates, including updated art like non-UPP above. Looks nice. Reworks and balance changes, new Ironclad card. Oh, new Meow relics, one of which may be very familiar to seasoned Slayers. Good. Those are both good things. Hey everyone here. Hey everyone, Anthony here. This week I will be grouping balance and content changes together to better talk about how each section changes overall. Added Meow's relics. Meow's bones. Upon pickup, gain 2 random Meow relics. Add 1 random curse to your deck. Dang, that seems pretty good. File holster. Upon pickup, gain 1 potion slot and procure 2 random potions. That's also very good, especially high ascension runs where you can take an early elite. Winged boots. You may ignore paths. Oh, dang. So they're just giving you a straight up rare relic from the last game for free. Okay. We have 3 new Niao options you can choose from. I especially like adding more variety to Niao. Definitely. Yeah, makes the game way more fun. So we will be looking to expand our set of relics even more over time. Good change. Good thing to be working on. Ironclad added a new card. Not yet. Rare skill. Cost 2, heal 10 or 13 HP, depending on if you have the upgrade and exhaust. That's honestly much needed. I feel like the Ironclad... I feel like blocking in this game is way more important than the first one. And I feel like the Ironclad struggles to do that sometimes. Him and the Regent. Deprecated grapple cards. I guess they removed it. The one that is that the one that does damage every time you can block, I think. Change Colossus card. That's the rare that does you take less damage if they're vulnerable, and they decrease the rarity so you can find it more often. That's cool. I like that. It was a cool card. I just never saw it, or there was other options always that were just way better. So I like that change. Set of changes directly aimed at improving Ironclad's survivability. Yep. Colossus moving to the uncommon pool helps lessen the need for rare defensive options. It should also help Ironclad players that are missing out on weak. Yeah, it's hard to find weak on him. To make room for an uncommon Colossus, an existing uncommon had to be cut. Oh, I see. That's what, okay, because they have to keep the card pools a certain size. Grapple was too low impact and redundant with Juggernaut. Yeah. So it made the most sense to cut. Not yet gives the Ironclad a much needed healing option. Yeah, that's good. Silent changed acrobatics card rarity from common to uncommon. Whoa. So they just straight up nerfed him. You're not going to see him as much. I mean, he deserves it. He's way better. Look at that. Yeah. All the other draw cards on the other characters are blue. Yeah. And then Silent just had a common that was way better than all of them. It's weird. So, yeah, deserved change. Rework follow through uncommon attack costs 1, deals 6 to 8 damage to all enemies. If the last card you played this turn was a skill, apply 1 to 2 weak to all enemies. That's what it was. Oh, and they're making it common now. Okay. Common attack costs 1, deals 7 or 9 damage. If you have 5 or more other cards in your hand, hits an additional time. So they're just changing that completely. I feel like that's pretty decent, but we'll have to see. Because right now I feel like Dagger Spray is like the only thing she's got as far as multi-hit AoE, or just AoE in general. To be honest, she doesn't have a lot of AoE, so I like that. I think that'll be good because the AoE damage is really good in this game. Buffed Momentum Mori, base damage. Yeah, I had a hard time taking this card. I just couldn't justify it a lot of times, so a buff's probably fine. And they're buffing Speedster again. They're bringing its damage back up. Oh, but they're not giving it more damage. They just make it innate. Okay, I like that change. I felt like the nerf was a little bit too much to justify taking it unless it was already pre-upgraded. So this is, I think, fine. Acrobatics has consistently been a problem as a common, completely dominating both win rates and pick rates when compared to the other cards in its family. Skim Parse, Glimmer, and Burning Pact. It stood out as the only common. At uncommon, I expected to still dominate pick rates while giving me the breathing room to not overly nerf Sly cards. and in fact maybe even give silent buffs. I will be watching to see how this change impacts our pool this particular week. This is still an experiment, so it could be reverted if this change ultimately ends up being worse for the game. Good. Staying flexible. Changed Regalite relic now grants block for any card created, not just colorless cards. I like that change a lot because it was such a specific thing you needed to fulfill to get the benefits for it. Like every time I've gotten it, it's been nothing except for like once. So making it so it does something more often is good. More consistent with Arsenal, gives more love to region status generating cards. Yeah, okay. Enemies. Deprecated tunneling to some fight from the hive. Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness, dude. I hated that chopper, man. Nerf the living fog. Yes. Thank goodness. No longer increases the amount of bombs it spawns over time. That is a blessing. Nerf skulking colony. They just cannot figure out what to do with this guy, man. HP decreased from 74 to 70. Nerfed Burdonus. Interesting. HP decreased. I don't feel like Burdonus was ever that bad. I mean, I lost health, but I don't know. I guess deserved, kind of. Doormaker. They also can't figure out what they want to do with this guy. Overall damage numbers nerfed and moves moved around to better align with the Doormaker powers. Moves moved around. I don't know what that means. Moves moved around to better align with the Doormaker powers. No longer applies debuffs and gains less strength. Okay. Yeah, Doormaker was just really scary, so I'm glad they're doing that. Maintains its troublesome powers, but gets several changes to make the fight more manageable and feel less oppressive. Yes, it was oppressive is a great word to use to describe that. Started focusing on removing some of the spikiness from Act 1 with the long-term plan to shift some of the difficulty from Act 1 to Act 3. It's a big complaint I feel like a lot of people have right now with the game. Skulking colony changes, hopefully they'll last for a while, as the minor HP adjustment allows killing it one turn earlier at Ascension 8. Okay, that's actually a big change then. So doing as much damage as you can every turn might be even better now. Arts. New arts for... Looks like they're just doing a ton of defect stuff all the time. Oh, Bad Luck and Outbreak, Curse and Silent Card. Now you PP, Ancient Background. Yeah, the Hefty Tablet and the Talisman got art. Update art for Osti and the character select screen. Players on the beta branch now submit their scores to a separate beta-only leaderboard. Scroll bar to the run history screen. Ooh. Oh yeah, badges now show up. That's great. I wanted that before. I'm glad they did that. Daily leaderboards, multiplayer games. Gold score is averaged out across all players to make score uploading consistent. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, I didn't like how we were getting different scores in all my multiplayer runs just because somebody chose differently in an event or something. Some fixes. I guess we could take a look at the multiplayer fixes. Fix being able to play potions multiplayer when you're dead. I did not know you could do that. Fix belt buckle relic, removing dexterity if another player gets potion from alchemy. Fixed history course relic, playing the Leaving You card before the start of energy reset. Smokestack power, procking off other player statuses. Strange behavior after exiting the timeline via Steam invite. Fixed state divergence. Okay, most of these I've never even seen in my games, so. Well, it looks like that was all the changes. Let me know. I think I'm most excited about the new Ironclad card and the changed Colossus. Those are cool. And obviously the new Neon Relics is great. Those are probably my most anticipated, looking forward to playing with, but let me know what your favorites were.